Welcome back to Story Mode. It's 2018 and I'm about to embark on a journey that I do not know what's in front of me. I'm about to build a 500 square meter arcade room, only for arcades. I've already got a big workroom, a big games room and play area, but this time I needed to do it right. Right, so just games were in this room, console games, but now arcades are going to be coming in here, spread across both rooms. And the new room that I'm about to build, which is known as Operation Mega System, welcome to 2018, where there was some pretty decent movies. One of them was the phenomenal sci-fi video game crossover, Ready Player One.
Can you feel this?
Yeah. It's the only place that feels like I mean anything.
Aquaman with Jason Momoa.
You do your best thinking when you're not thinking at all.
That was the worst pep talk ever.
And a movie based on a true story, yet funny as ever, Tagged.
See, we get Jerry.
Can't touch this.
Synchronize your watches.
I don't know how to do that.
I don't wear a watch.
Time is a construct.
And what about video games? Well, there's only two I remember very fondly in 2018, and that's Red Dead Redemption 2.
You'll never change. I know that.
And Spider-Man on PS4. Look at this. This has been green, then red, then blue. Like, it's changed so many different times. I don't know if there's another colour in between. I think we actually did, yeah. We did have this more yellow originally. So it just goes to show how many times this room has changed. So this was recorded at the end of 2017. And that's right, the room has changed colour so many times. I thought, you know what, this is the last time. I'm going to make this the arcade room. And the new room will actually be a massive room for console games and the monitors and all the play equipment. What we've got to do is stage one, and that is prep this room. Get all the shelves out of here and paint the room. I'm painting it a Sega blue because majority of the machines that'll be in this room are Sega dedicated machines, right? So just games were in this room, console games, but now arcades are going to be coming in here, spread across both rooms. And the new room that I'm about to build, which is known as Operation Mega System, is going to be, that's in the process. I'm still working that out. So then I began plastering up the room as I have done so many times before. I'm surprised I haven't become a plasterer because of this. And I just began going around the room and cleaning it up before I get into painting it. Or should I say, before Jess gets into painting it. Yes, as much as I've become a plasterer, Jess has become a painter, painting this room for something like the 7th time. Well, this time is it going to be the last? Who knows? We were hoping so, because it really did fit an arcade room vibe. This has to be the last time I paint this room. Okay, so we're in the arcade room and I'm joined with my son Luke. How you going, Luke? That's good. And Luke wants to give me a hand. He's been helping me all weekend. I'll show you what we've been doing in a minute. He's been helping me all weekend bring parts in from where the arcades were stored and putting them together and doing all that sort of thing. So he's a bit bored. He's on school holidays, so why not? True? The following week, I released this vlog and it just basically showed the layout of the new arcade room. Keep in mind, it's the old console room. And I knew I was going to be out of room, but I still went ahead and did it anyway. Because all the video games and consoles and TVs were packed away, I decided to have the arcade spread over 2 rooms. But still, it was not enough. This is in the hallway. And this is my arcade PCB collection. Now, they're not all here at the moment. I'm putting them up. Yes, another huge problem is my arcade PCBs. Now, this is probably 1/3, maybe even a quarter of my arcade PCBs. And it's all well and good to have them looking so neat and nice in those cardboard boxes that I made up. And, well, I didn't make the cardboard boxes, but I made the labels. And as good as it looks, it does take up a lot of room, so that's something else I had to work out. Okay, we're going to finish the day off with the games room. There's been heaps of work in the last couple of days on the games room, and I've even had to move my septic tank.
Shitter was full!
Yeah. You checked our shitters, honey?
Now, the reason I've had to move the septic tank is because of the games room. And the games room's not small. Don't think it's this. It's this. That's right. This whole mass spot is going to be the games room. It's in fact going to be bigger than the previous games room. Yes, so originally I was going to make the games room slightly bigger than the one I'm standing next to now. And that was on the cards. That was the plan, because remember, it's not for arcades, it's just for consoles and the library, and this will be plenty of room even for the future.
Hi everyone, it's been a crazy week. I've lost my voice. I've been digging all day. Let's go.
Unfortunately, the following week I lost my voice. This is because I had to do a lot of yelling being in that digger. Because the digger's so loud, I'd have to direct friends, Mandy, Jess, to do things while I'm digging and to move things for me to dig and end up losing my voice. The following week I set up the console room. Now keep in mind, the building's not done yet. This is for the consoles, which was supposed to be for the arcades. No wonder everyone gets confused. But I knew what I was doing. I'm setting up the console room and putting all my consoles with the right TVs. I was having a ball doing this, and I even set up a part for the computers. There's the modern consoles there. Luke's playing Mario 3D World on the Wii U, and it looked amazing. So now the one that I'm going to be building in the next, say, few weeks, that would actually be turned into a library only. So this is the playing area, the arcade room, well, it was the console room, again too small, and the new big room would be just for the library. This obviously wasn't the best plan. And my mother actually made an appearance on this episode as well. In fact, we'll intervene for a second. Could I just borrow Mum? So this is my mum. Do you want to say hi, Mum?
Hi.
So my mum had to put up with me all those years, video game. I'd actually brainwash Mum. So, true. So you're, if I, like, look at this, this is not set up. What's this, Mum?
Girls and goes.
Acrazer.
Crazy. Yeah.
So, yeah, sorry about my, anyway, that's my mum. So on the next vlog, I actually admitted that I am not going to be able to fit all my arcades. Not even all, but like 20, 30% of the ones I currently own in that room. I don't know what I was thinking. I would have loved them to fit, and I was thinking of culling probably half of my collection just to make them fit. You know, I hung the TV up, so I'd have a TV in the arcade room, watch live TV while I play games, but it just wasn't working. So basically I have to strip back the arcade room, move all the arcades out, and the next week I would come back and make it back into a console library. Yes, it's been a very exhausting week. My wife and I have been painting this room, and what colour did we go? White, of course. So it wasn't too hard to work out, it had to be white. White is the obvious choice when you've got all these colours in one room. Actually, yes, now the amazing surprise was I actually asked the fans to vote on the colour I should paint my games room. Do I do it multicoloured, red for Nintendo, blue for Sega, dark blue for PlayStation, green for Xbox, and so on. But everyone voted, well, not everyone, but majority, which was like 70-75%, voted on white. And I had to agree, white looked phenomenal because the colours of the games would then pop. They would stand out instead of having all the colours of the wall kind of take over. Well, I'm a bit over halfway. Dinner's ready once the kids are in bed. back on this wall, finish off Sega tonight, at least the Mega Drive, and do it all again tomorrow. Ooh, here it comes.
Knight Rider.
So what I was saying is the full Wii collection will go in here. I've already calculated. In fact, there could be 2 of these slots, or the 2 of these cavities free, and the Wii U collection will go here. So now we're getting to the bottom of setting up where all the games are going to go. All the consoles, the Famicom, the Super Famicom, the Wii U, the Mega Drive. Everything's getting put in its right place, and this vlog, titled Almost There, was really a great vlog. We had a lot of fun with this, and I was being a typical practical joker. Just dab it on your tongue. Look, just dab it on your tongue. Luke is playing at the moment the Capcom arcade cabinet 30th anniversary on the PS3. He's been playing, he's on school holidays at the moment, he's been playing Ghosts and Goblins like non-stop. So what he's doing is racking up free lives or getting his score higher so he gets more men. So you better go now, Luke. So the time's about, oi, quick. Oh. So, and the time resets there. So, I can't even watch him play. He's very, very good. So he just doesn't like being filmed usually or people to watch him too much. So now he's gone back to do that again, to get extra lives and all that kind of stuff. And you sometimes get, the zombies will drop, extra points and all that. Anyway, I can't talk and watch this guy. So as you can see, the boxes are painted red. They look 10 times better. I don't know how they look on camera, but it is a lot better than the yellow. The yellow is a little bit too bright on the eyes. Now that that's red, you can
after all the different changing of rooms and changing of paint and all this seemed to be the best the room has ever looked. I had to remove windows, which would have had to come out anyway because I was building the next room, which would then be the arcade room. See, this is when I decided to make that the arcade room. And if I was going to do that, I was going to make it even bigger. The next vlog, titled The Future is Clear, was one of the last ones I did before I got to the building works. And this one was very important because I needed to upgrade my camera to not only a better camera, but to a 4K camera. Look, it's not that important for YouTube, but it definitely helps with the image. And the audience spoke up and said the picture looks phenomenal. Now, over the years, I've had so many fans contact me, hundreds if not thousands, and a lot of those fans want to send me things. Now, it could be anything from a Sonic keyring from Brian, or it could be a joypad from Massimo. It could be anything. And because I got so much fan mail or things sent in, I decided to actually do a segment called Fan Zone, all for the fans and paying them tribute for sending things in. Unfortunately, with all the love becomes a lot of negativity and trolling. And Fan Zone unfortunately only lasted 5 episodes. The next vlog, which was actually called Home Improvement Episode 1, which was all about building the arcade room.
In Commodore 64. But now fast forward 30 years, we've got all these wonderful systems and the collection's obviously grown a lot bigger. But what I've always longed to do is replicate my childhood arcade hangout flashback that was located in Melbourne between 1983 to 1988.
Episode 2 of Home Improvement was all about building the subfloor, building the main structure that the room's going to house these wonderful yet heavy arcades.
And that's where things start to really accelerate. Yes, with the foundations all in place, I'm sure 2018 is going to be crazy with all these building works. I've got a smorgasbord of friends lined up willing to help for next to nothing. I've got the timber companies by my side. I've got everything in place. What could go wrong? All right, so obviously I'm in the cinema room and, well, I haven't put all the insulation up yet. I'm going to do a few things now while I'm waiting for Adrian and Dim. Two good friends of mine who are also, they're all friends. It's like a friends day. I've got Bruno on the outside and Adrian and Dim on the inside.
Yes, what would I do without my friends helping out in every way they possibly can, whether it's outside doing the rendering, inside doing the plastering. I just do not know what I would do without them. Well, it took approximately 3 months to build that arcade room from ground up, not including some of the final touches that were done a bit later. I went on a bit of a break because unfortunately I had a heart attack in the process. And that was bound to happen because I'm working just as hard as some of my friends who are working up on the roof or doing other things who are half my age and obviously in better shape.
Yes, talk about a home improvement. Having a heart attack and doing all those things and having friends around me, it was like nothing else. I don't think there's anyone in the world that could have done a games room that big under that amount of money. It barely cost me, I won't say anything, but it barely cost me anything compared to what it was. I had friends in all places and good friends. And well, 2019, I need to put Last Gamer for once first.